And you're on the outside.
Yeah, as close as I can get.
54, 8 1/4.
So it's worse than that.
Yeah.
So you got the ends done.
Those two.
Are these in the right spot?
They're not dead on, but
We need to go get a better solution for measuring because the wind is causing us issues.
Okay.
like a little tiny hand laser
Laser level?
Yeah.
A laser
Distance?
tape measure.
Yeah, it fits
Oh,
in the palm of
Bashan
your
doesn't
hand.
have one?
They do, but it's only good for 50 feet.
Oh.
Which is kinda-
And we need what, 56?
50,
Yeah.
Yep,
And,
just right around there.
Actually, yeah, that wouldn't even work because it's the one at Overshot.
That's right.
So the guys finally got all the posts together. You can see they set up a little reflection so they could see the laser measuring tool thing. This was the first arch they got up. And now that all 4 posts are actually stable, they're filling in that front corner that hadn't been filled in yet. And then coming back over the top, I'm not sure if you saw the hummingbird, coming back over the top with the stone dust here, and laying that all out. They'll level this out even more. The concept was to use, I think the stone dust, spread nice thin layer over this whole thing, and then the black landscape fabric will go over top of that. You can see there's a little bit of a lip there, so this will be completely level with the top of the boards.
This will just make it much easier to pull that full-by template.
You guys make a cheater?
Well, we're just trying to template to see if it'll hold these in place.
Oh, look at that crafting work there.
It's going to work really nice because it sinks the pipe sinks into the fresh dirt.
We might even consider,
You have
it might be overkill, but we might even consider taking one of your small ratchet binders and binding it to the one that's set. But we can see, I mean, you want to try this by hand, right? Not the auger.
It's going to be stronger if we were able to get them in by hand.
Also, another thing we could do is, maybe it's overkill, but
We can't do that.
what?
That's off compared to this.
That angles aren't perfect.
No. But you're referencing this to our string,
Oh, the string.
which actually we should test this. But before you poke the hole, just put a cleat in here. Just put a screw in here,
Oh.
a board. That way, it'll only kick one way.
Yeah.
I mean, try it and see. The more this is held in place, the more accurate we're going to be.
Once it starts going, it's going to be fine.
Yeah, like you say, this is all fresh, so this.
As long as we don't get off of there. Off of there.
The first half row of these should be fine.
Where's the top?
You're probably aware, but your ears aren't going to like that.
Oh, I know.
Do you need earplugs?
I'm fine. Kick the bottom in. Jace. It might be ever so slightly. It's moving, but moving back.
Like I said, this is where I take the bucket, I'd lock that template right in place. Just come in here at an angle, lock it in place, check it. If the bucket, the down pressure of the bucket, that 4x is not going to move. Now drop it. Up. Lift it up. Uncurl the bucket. No, yeah, uncurl it. Yep. Uncurl the bucket. Can you get closer to the pipe? If we did this, was you'd have to throw the forks on that.
Well,
Because then
just
then
lift the string.
Forks won't mess up the line.
Lift the string up on the end posts to higher,
That's true.
above the bucket.
That would.
Now what they're gonna just do is, because the bucket is making the string jut out, we need the string in order to make sure that we are working in line here, from pipe to pipe. So they're gonna just lift the string up to the closer to
Go
the
ahead and say yours.
3 foot mark.
Okay. Are you at 2 or 3 feet? 3? What's the test on this rope?
Huh?
What's the test on the rope? How strong? 50 pounds?
Is it 100 pounds?
50?
50?
I don't want to break it.
It's not that much.
He's at 3 feet?
Yeah, he's like 3 inches.
Is that taut, Erica?
Yeah. 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 Yeah, but roughly 2.5, 3 inches below. There you go. Dad knew what he was doing here. It is really close. So the bucket's going to hold down the board, the jig basically, where
It's a little off.
is very little, but you're going to keep on hammering it in. It's going to move a little bit. So the bucket holds down the jig to make sure that the spacing's correct, and then the string is here to align to make sure we're good here. And then we're using the levels, the bubbles, to make sure that the vertical aspects are correct. So we've got multiple different measurements that we have to watch. And
Close.
you were right on, Dad.
It's within, so it's slightly off. I mean,
It's
That's like 98%.
pretty close.
You're not going to move. The auger's not going to move this. That I don't think it will. But
All right, let's.
so either use the thumper or the no. You can't use the auger because you'll hit this unless you change the forks.
So one thing you'll see them do is they're going to constantly move the bubble into the different sides of the pipe, because when you're got all these different angles, you got to check. But having a magnetic bubble is so important.
I think it's moving.
The board.
Yeah, it's moving big time.
Which way? Towards you?
Towards
Not touching it.
it's oh, great. It's really moving. No, no, no. It's me. Pull it up. So it's good. It's good.
Started. It's in the bubble, but
Wow.
got a quarter of an inch. Eighth of an inch, maybe? Yeah, that one dropped. That's really close. Maybe 16. Where were you going to check the?
Just measure it with the tape just to make sure we're.
We're at our. Okay, that's the center of the pipe.
Yeah.
Is it close?
Yeah.
Okay. It looks like a 16th off anyway here, but
So you guys marked the boards?
yeah, these are our actual
Spots.
Yep.
Are you using auger first, or are you going right to the hammer?
We've been
Going back and forth?
mixed back. Depends upon how the hole's going. Some of them we've just tapped them in and there's the mark. So the base needs to go back. Oops. About there. See where that. That's pretty close. Can you tap? No. Can you tap the base 1/4 inch? One more time. Yep. Okay, perfect. It's less than an inch. Yep, that one.
That's really close.
When we put the boards in though, that's when it's gonna
Lock it up. Is that too much? We're almost in the bubble.
feed it in.
Well, that's in the bubble. That's 95% right there. But it needs to come back. You're close to mark.
I guess once you start driving it in.
Oh, a thumper. You have your ear gizmos?
So while the guys are doing that, I'll talk about why there's a piece of 6x6 or whatever that is. So if you remember, if you've been watching this, earlier on in the process when Jace built the retaining wall here, he built out extra supports every so often. And it just happened that they landed right on one of the internal things to make sure that the wall doesn't shift and fall out. So they had to cut out a whole chunk of that wall so that the pipe could go through.
Planning on my part. I didn't measure.
I know. I'm just explaining for the video. We want to show the full story, Dad. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And then we just had a little snafu where Jace was using the auger when Dad went to go get something, and I was in the house. So the string did get pulled and tangled and broke. So we just had to restring up. Highly recommend earplugs. These guys have earplugs in right now. Makes communicating a little harder, but definitely a lot of lessons learned. They're going about 25 minutes or so per pipe right now. The first few were definitely an issue. So, a learning curve.
Now it's got to go bases off the mark.
They really look well in line from this angle. You're too strong. Oh gosh. All right, can we get one at Maggie's or at
Tractor Supply.
Tractor
Is it
Supply?
5 o'clock?
Tractor Supply is open till like 8
What time is
It's
it?
open till 9, right?
or 9.
Something.
What time is it?
It's 10 of 5.
They got them there unless they sold out. But I can't believe that. That's crazy.
Well, how far off the mark are you?
I mean, it's probably there now. Yeah, it's not down.
That's close.
It's an 1/8 of an inch.
You think that'll do it, that hammer?
Yeah, it went down.
It's a lot more than I thought.
Okay, I'm gonna pull the pin out. What do you want to put in there? Sand or the?
A little rock or...
Shit in there.
Is it buried? There was a rock on this side. Yeah, it's a rock. Right there.
We got lucky on this thing, on the other ones.
How much further you gotta go?
About 25 inches. So another
Let.
10 or so, and
They got the rock finally. I think Dad was halfway down the hole. Is it gonna work now? It's not even that big. So the guys just finished the first side. I think there's 13 total pipes, maybe. Looks really good. And we're gonna start on the second now. Jay's tying up the string, it looks like, from end to end.
Poor thumper getting the crap beat.
Oh man, yeah, that does look like it's been abused. On Rimol, there was there's a binder and there's multiple ways, depending on your ground and what you have going on. So this is the 18-pound hammer thing. A little heavier than the red one that he broke, with the handle going up and over it with welds.
There, that's almost doable. About a 16th. I could go to
So you can kind of see there's a line here, right there, that they're trying to have center of the bar.
That's perfectly level.
At the same time, it has to be
an
level.
1/8 inch to the garage too much.
And that's pretty close that way.
Yeah. post hole digger. You need about 6 inches.
Almost 30 inches. 31, 30, 32 inches. So if we can drive the pipe 4, we got it in the bag.
Got it. Line it up. They're at 32 inches now. They need to drive about 4 more inches. They're hoping that they'll be able to drive it with the pipe hammer thing, so that they don't open up the hole that much more. And then what they have is they'll fill it back up with the gravel and everything they took out, plus the stone dust.
Going straight. That sounds solid. Close to the mark.
Gotta go over. Gotta go my way
On the bottom?
Yep.
How much? Okay, get ready. She's gonna keep over. More. Kicked it out a little. Well, maybe not. Looks like it's
hold it.
gotta go way over.
That's a rock. That should have been the one.
That was a little rock. We only deal in big rocks.
Those are pebbles.
I'm not getting much of a dirt out.
How's the mark?
Is that, where's the level?
You look close to me.
Here, level it off. You're 1/4 inch. It needs to go that way, 1/4 inch. Right there is close. Is that level? We're good on the mark.
That looks pretty good. Do you want to add more gravel around it?
It's going down quick.
So it can have something to stay into? That's close, yeah. Height-wise, that's real close.
Oops, you were good on the mark.
Huh?
Needs to go that way, at least 1/4 of an inch.
Well, hold on. How about now?
Yeah, that's good.
It could go that way 1/8 of an inch.
But the bottom's now moved, right?
Yeah, I'm only looking at the bottom and the mark.
And he's looking at the bubble. If you added more stuff back into the hole, it might help hold it. It's moving a lot when you guys move it around.
I see that shovel.
Yep. There you go. And this way.
Oops. Is that where you want to be?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
check
trying to
the
kick
line. Are you good on the
I'm
line?
trying to kick the bottom over. That's level? Jesus
It
Christ.
needs to come back towards the line, Jace.
Needs to go that way, 1/2 an inch. How did we lose? We could go that way, 1/4 of an inch. Mark's good. Maybe 1/2 an inch more.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, about
1/4 inch? 1/2 inch?
1/2 an inch. Quarter of an inch more, unless you want to finish it with the laser level. Let her be
I mean,
like-
that already looks shorter than this guy.
It probably is.
Okay.
We haven't done the laser on.
It's
Okay.
because it's been raining.
Yeah, well, I was just looking at the distance between here and here
Yeah,
versus that one.
yeah. We were trying to avoid bringing the level out here in the.
No, that's fine. Tomorrow's fine. Okay, so moving.
Check the level of this.
That's pretty nice. Oh, I guess not nice enough.
Set. That's very close. We're off more than the 16th on the mark.
It looks pretty close on the mark.
Yep.
It's supposed to rain tonight, so
Pretty hard now.
perfect. Making good progress.
Good.
It's humid.
Cake break, a donut. Oh, it's a Dunkin' Donut run break after this next hole. I don't care what the boss said.
I don't care if you go there.
You should go get us one.
Oh no, really?
So good.
You're being so good. Matt sent me a video this morning that had a guy plowing a field, and it said, "This is what happens when your wife starts a flower farm. You work for free."
That sounds about right.
This was your idea to get this tunnel.
I was under the impression this was $50 an hour. I don't know what.
50 bucks an hour, huh?
I'll take $20 an hour.
Hey, I made a good dinner last night.
That's right, you did. No complaints out of me.
I didn't make the dad's chocolate cake. That's a real problem. Wow, that line looks really straight. Turn it. There you go.
Almost 2 inches.
How were the other ones? Did you fix the others?
Yeah, they were all low. Or half of them were low.
You were able to get them back up?
We had to take them out.
Yeah. It's a ½ inch or so.
We're killing our sledgehammer here.
You guys are rough on equipment over here. So that other side is all level, right? That side's done. This side, you fixed the back ones. Some of them were low, so you had to pull them back out a little. And you have one more pipe to do. It's what, Sunday morning?
Is it? I thought it was Thursday. I just got down here.
You just got down here?
Jason he's all set.
Yeah.
This is a lot less strenuous than yesterday. Yesterday sucked.
We must have been doing something wrong yesterday.
You didn't start with the auger?
No, we did try to start with the auger and it got worse. So we stopped using the auger.
I'm guessing that this fill, like, you can tell from the color too, this fill is a lot different than the fill over in the backside.
Yeah.
The stuff on the backside is more bank run.
Right, this is near the construction of the garage. Well, the guys were doing the pipes. I was over here in the Birdie's Race Bed Gardens. I'll show you quickly. I moved my dad's truck, got the tractor out, moved the potato grow bags out of the way because they're gonna need to get to these pipes really quickly. So I thought that would be good. Plus I need to get to this compost pile back here. So instead of being more driving school, I figured that would be best just to move his truck out of the way, and then we'd have a clean path for both of us. You can see I dug out the weeded area on the half bed here. This is a Birdie's 8-in-1. This is the old style. The new style has better supports and like structural, so it won't bow as much, although we've had decent luck now that we added a second support in. These beds here are 4 years old maybe, and this one is like 2 or 3 years old. So this one here, I had only planted carrots on half. You can see them growing in really nicely. But this half got really weedy. So I just dug out the top few inches, and I will be adding some of the new compost up here to get that back up to height. And then this bed I just turned over was the overwintered spinach that I planted last September, I think it was. And we've picked about close to 10 pounds of spinach off that, but we had that 80 something degree day last week, so they were starting to bolt. So I went and harvested everything today before any of the flowers actually budded. You could see the structure of the plant was bolting. And so I have about 2.5 gallons of a 5-gallon bucket filled of spinach right now that I need to go wash. And then I just, again, used my little mini shovel, which I highly recommend getting a short-handed shovel if you are using these 30-inch tall Birdie's raised beds. That this one, and I will fill this back up, and I'll be able to plant both this section and this section today, although I have to really finalize my planning on the garden. I keep changing things up. Over here you can see the radishes. The ones with the cottontails are yellowing. That's pretty normal, but what I did is I stressed those radishes out. So you'll see this bed is way overgrown, and so I've been trying to pull radishes. I hate wasting seeds and things, so I've been doing some testing about transplanting, and they're actually transplanting fine. The older ones are the older seed that we've been harvesting from, but I'm surprised they're actually transplanting so well, so that was interesting. On the cattle panel tunnel, so the cattle panel tunnel is about 17 feet long, and then the extension of the bed with the new design is about 25 or 26 feet long now for this whole thing. We still need to put the extension on that back side as well. We are not going to add more cattle panels though. We decided to keep the cattle panels only on one side, which allows me to actually plant these potatoes.
Ordering Dunkin'.
You're ordering Dunkin'.
I'm ordering DoorDash Dunkin' because you won't get it.
DoorDash?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
First time ever. First time ever.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
I'm doing it right now. I can't handle it.
Don't tell your mom that.
I don't think she watches, so we're good. Oh my goodness. Dad was making fun of us the other day for being domesticated by getting our groceries delivered and getting all spoiled living down here in the city.
Do you want your
Sure. Are you getting donuts too?
Better. You better get a donut.
Do you not know my dad?
Otherwise, we're taking the buggy down to town.
My dad lives on sugar. I better stand out of the way so you can actually use that laser thing. I was blocking it. You might have to press the button, it looks like, Dad.
It shouldn't have timed out this soon.
I'm gonna check the batteries. You want to show that one more time?
What's that?
So that's high, that's low.
Yep.
So this laser's coming from over there, and the sensor's here. Oh, that moved good.
Yeah. This is the last. I gotta take the plug out.
Oh yeah.
What's that? A ½ inch high?
Not even. It's saying. Yeah, it's like a 8,
Quarter inch?
maybe even less.
I don't want to go too deep.
Is that straight up and down? It almost needs a bubble on it.
1/8 of an inch?
Yeah.
It looks the same as, or maybe a hair high? 16 high?
I don't even know.
Well, here.
You might.
I'll let Jason finish this one.
After he's done with his DoorDash.
I think I'll live.
As long as he has a donut.
So what is it, 11 o'clock?
I don't. 10 maybe. You guys set this one in like record time.
High?
Oh, that went down.
Yeah. Maybe too much. Leave it?
There you go. You get Dunkin' for your reward.
I told him if he worked hard, I'd get him Duncan.
Yeah, somehow we screwed up the other day.
I went cold turkey on Duncan for over a year.
And
Until
and every time Dad comes down, you gotta have it. I could have made you something sweet.
how's that way?
Made you a chocolate milkshake or something.
Get on.
So you gotta figure out what your length is for the support pipes, right?
Yeah,
So you said just
it's pretty straight.
the end bows, no trusses, right? Because of all the crap.
Walls, yeah.
So the binder is full of lots of information and lots of instructions, which was actually fantastic that they provided that. There's nice pictures in here and talks about different tools and different ways you can do different types of
All ridge purlins are
Thanks.
12'3".
12'3", Dad. He's got his earplugs in again.
Ridge purlins are 12'3"
12.3 in length.
length, yeah. So we could put up
4.
4.
So you can tag 3 of them together.
Yeah.
So they are going to start the next section. I'm going to actually end this video here, and we'll do another video vlog on the arches. This will be a multi-part because we're only going to do maybe the first section back, just so Jay and my dad can do it together while my dad's still here, so they can figure it all out and figure the best process. They rewarded themselves for finishing with Duncan, of course, but we will update you guys as we go. I may try to get another garden video to show you guys everything I've got going on in the planting side of the world, but really appreciate everyone watching, and hopefully if you're putting up a Rimol greenhouse and a hard pack type situation, you can learn from us. Things like making the jig we thought would work really well, and that obviously didn't pan out, and there's a couple other things that we realized we needed, like that auger. We were looking at a much bigger auger. That one was kicking quite a lot on this left side, but back here in the right corner where we thought was going to be the hardest ended up being they got the last 4 posts in maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. So lessons learned throughout. Get a very strong and very bright string. Highly recommend that, so that one, you don't trip on it so you can see it, but also so you're good. Get lots of levels. The magnetic levels were really important that we had those. The set I got Jay was the Milwaukee set for Christmas last year or the year before. It has like 6 different levels with that like extra large magnetic one that worked really well. The Bosch laser level was also really, really important, and that was not cheap. So if you know someone, borrow one maybe, but this was like $650. That's been critical through this project. Step ladders did come in handy. And then the other big thing was the post driver. I need to know what that name is. Someone comment on and tell me what I'm supposed to call this thing. But that red one did break and start separating, and that we learned that there was multiple different weights and sizes of those. Crowbars and all of that stuff was obviously really important. Mallets are wow, I'm not thinking of words today. I'll show you guys some of the tools that we had. The pins, these things were helping for tweaking and turning. We had the hammers. This guy really got damaged. Try to show you guys here. You can see how much it kind of mushroomed a little bit here. Pretty crazy. So this came with the kit. So you just snap it in here, not even snap, but just drop it in. And then that's what you hammered so that you don't ruin the top here. And then my dad brought a bunch of his trail tools, which you know, moving rocks and things like that. And then the other thing we ended up having to go get, turned out, I think we actually left when we moved away from up north. We left our post hole digger up in my parents' house, and my dad has it now, but I got one of the steel ones when they asked me to run down to the store the other day from Obashan. And this was just a heavier duty postal digger, but my dad was using this, and I didn't even know that came with this. I just didn't even look, but to help measure how deep that was. So that was a really nice thing. Stone dust was also a really good thing for us to have. So we just had a bucket full of stone dust. It kind of made cement, but it worked really well for doing the finishing stuff. And yeah, so we will we'll keep on going and keep on trying to share our lessons learned and what's working for us. And you know, we're going back and forth in between the instructions and some other videos, but we didn't see that many videos of a complete build, especially not one up on a hard pack type driveway scenario. So we wanted to make sure we documented this. Thanks for watching, and please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't.